Very exciting day. I got the new, very first set, 35 by 9 by 20 Terachis. As you can see, that's a very big hole in the wheel for a 20-inch wheel. Excited about that. I had 20s on my Razor, and I think a 35-inch tire on a 20 is an excellent size for a side-by-side. It's about as big as you need to go. Doesn't float, but still has some cush, right? 22s and a 35 ride a little rough. So really excited about these tires. We're about to throw them on the scale. These are the ones that are in the Mud Puppy giveaway right now. If you're on the Mud Puppy Q&A Facebook page, Terache's going to give me one set of these to give away. So go on there. There's a post about it. There's like 200 comments on it if you're interested. But my wheels are supposed to be here already. The lug nuts came in from Wild Boar ATV, but not the wheels. And the tracking information I had was for the lug nuts. Brilliant. So I'm not exactly sure when I'm getting the wheels. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video now giving you the weights. If you'd like to be involved in the giveaway, you have about a day and a half to get in on that. So here's the first one. We're going to weigh all four like we always do. 47 pounds. I'm kind of leaning on it. There you go. Just 46.9 is what it weighed earlier. So 46.9 pounds. That's pretty damn light for a freaking truck tire. And keep in mind, these are kind of wet. There's a little bit of water in them. I dried them out some, but FedEx left them outside for me instead of putting them under the carport, which I left open for them. So here's another one, 46.5. That's normal to have that much variance in this big of a tire. Okay, here's the third one. They're just kind of hard to balance until you get them mounted. 46.6. And the last one. All right, let's see what we got. Gotta get it to balance. Freaking tricky. 47.3. So we do have a little bit of variance between all the tires. These are the very first set they made, I think, so they're kind of a test set, but it's safe to say they're right around 47 pounds. The average is probably a little lower than that. It's not going to be a great comparison because these aren't mounted, but just to give you an idea, I'm going to put it next to some of the 33 Terache Aztecs that are for 18-inch wheels that I have off of the Talon right now because I'm running the Terache Striker tires. Also, by the way, those are still for sale if anyone wants them. The cut and groove black bears make you a good deal. Got to make room for some more tires, right? So here we go. So this is mounted at a couple PSI, obviously. The 33. Oh man. You see that the 35 is significantly taller, even unmounted. Thought they might be kind of close. So that leads me to believe that these 35s are going to be true to height or very tall. So a lot of people are saying they want to run these on a Rubicon. You're going to definitely need some major trimming. 100% need a rake or the bike's just going to flip backwards all the time. And you're probably going to need Wild Boar ATV floorboards. I think it's Wild Boar that makes them. The steel floorboards to clear these bad boys because they're big. That's with no air in them. I'm running them on, I've ordered the STI HD 4 20 by 6.5, 4 plus 2.5 wheels for it. I always like to get the narrowest offset possible. Unfortunately, in 20s, I couldn't get a 6+1 offset like I have with these 18s. And I also couldn't get a bead lock. You don't really need bead locks with Teraches. I always say that the beads are so tight, they're fine without them. But the bead locks are nice if you're going to run 0 PSI, which I probably will do when I put these on the Rubicon, because I want the tire to be as small as possible to clear on the Rubicon. Getting a 33 on a Rubicon, not very hard. Getting a 35, that's something else. So I've had 34.5s before. I've had 35 tractor tires. Definitely requires the rake and definitely requires the trimming. So we'll see who wins these tires. The competition is going to be decided basically by just me picking my favorite build, or picking someone I think who's going to get the tire some grip publicity, or picking someone I like. So The entrance criteria is pretty open. You just have to be on the Mud Puppy Facebook page, be a Mud Puppy subscriber on YouTube, and have a build that I think is capable of turning a 35-inch Terache, because obviously if I'm going to give you some tires, I want to see them in action because that's cool. So yeah, tread height, it looks pretty similar to the 33. We'll grab the tape measure real quick just to give you an idea. By the way, it's worth noting that no one is turning out new tire sizes as fast as Terache. They freaking rock. So 1 3/4 inches for the 33. And yeah, 1 3/4 inches for the 35. So I think the tread's about the same. It looks taller on these because they're clean and they're not mounted yet. But I think the tread's about the same. The width's about the same. The tread width looks identical. Very similar to the 32s. I don't know, these do look like they have more tread. They're pretty nasty looking. I really like these tires. They ride smooth, they're light, they don't break stuff, but they pull just as hard as anything else. Pretty soon, that's all you're gonna see on all my bikes. So I think the 32s are on the Rubicon now. The 33s are going on the 300 literally in 5 minutes. That's why I got those adapters on there. And then the 35s are gonna be on the Talon. So we'll have Aztecs on all 3 machines. Now all I gotta do is do some Aztecs for the dirt bike. When 37s come out, put those on the Land Cruiser, and it'll be good to go.